Hi, I'm William Stefanos, and we're here at the annual home show. We're going to speak to a few Kingsport developers about the booming Kingsport home market. Hi, we're here with Chris McCart from the city of Kingsport. How are you today?
Doing great.
So, a lot of exciting things going on in Kingsport.
Well, there are. There's a lot of great things going on in our city right now, not only on the private sector, but also in the public sector. You know, it's often said if the city will invest public funds into their infrastructure and to quality of life, the private sector will follow. We've seen that with the increased housing market. A lot of new building permits are coming in. We're seeing new homes constructed. We're seeing neighborhoods redeveloped and houses being remodeled. So on the same side, from the public standpoint, there's also things going on, such as right here at Meadowview with the recent expansion, the winery that's going in, as well as right across the street with the Aquatic Center and the YMCA, which are scheduled to open in May. A lot of great things that are happening. We talk about the Meadowview area, but we can't ignore the downtown area, which continues to just redevelop, continues to kind of renew itself with new businesses coming in and various things taking place down there, from housing to higher ed, and a lot of things that are also on the horizon that the public will be seeing in the months ahead. So great things happening in Kingsport.
We've heard a lot from developers about the housing market just doing really well and a lot better than it was doing.
The housing market has definitely turned around. I think a lot of people were waiting to kind of see how the national economy was going to play out. I think there's been hopefully some stability in that. The stock market has done well, and so typically when you see those things occurring, folks are ready to make that step to build homes. That's also coupled with the growth that we've seen, obviously, with Eastman's acquisition of Solutia and folks moving into our area from the St. Louis area. A lot of folks looking to build homes, a lot of folks looking to make Kingsport their home, and that just proves to be very good marriage for our builders and the vacant lots that we have that have been waiting for these homes to be built on.
So there are a lot of people moving to Kingsport, aren't there?
There are, and it's not just retirees moving into our area. We're looking at families coming here. We're looking at folks that either through relocation are coming to this area, or potentially they're looking at bringing elderly parents or other family members closer to them. The move to Kingsport is an all-encompassing project, and it has been really from day one. Maybe the focus early on was looking at retirees who were looking to move either from a city in the north or somewhere in the west to come in here, but really it's expanded well beyond that. Jeff Fleming and the folks at the Chamber have done just an outstanding job in making sure that folks understand the benefits of living in Kingsport, understand how we're really big on community. We have all the amenities of a large city, but yet we have a low cost of living, and those things have been really important to attract people to our city.
Okay, another thing I know people are going to want to hear about is the Aquatic Center.
Yes. Well, the Aquatic Center has just been a great project. You know, the city of Kingsport along with the YMCA have gone together. We've built, what is basically a $26 million project. The city of Kingsport side alone is in the neighborhood of about $19.5 million. It's a facility unlike anything else in the Tri-Cities, and really to understand that, you've got to step inside of it, you've got to look at it. Hopefully in May, the middle of May, we'll be able to open that facility. Inside, we're going to have 3 pools. The biggest is obviously our 50-meter competition pool. It's something we're really excited about because of the various different programming elements we'll be able to offer.
You can have tournaments there?
We can. We can have tournaments. In fact, we've already had some interest in some folks looking at a college tournament there next year, so we're very excited about that. We also have a warm water pool, which is great for water aerobics, swim lessons as well.
This is not a jacuzzi. It's like a big pool, but it's warm water.
It'll be
not hot.
Yeah, it'll be somewhere in the neighborhood of about 88 degrees. And for pool water, that is very, very comfortable. We'll also have an indoor recreational pool with a water slide and a splash pad, birthday party rooms for rentals, as well as seating for spectator seating for about 400 people.
So families will be able to rent out the space for birthday parties for small kids?
Absolutely. You can elect to be a member of the YMCA and have access to the whole facility. But what a lot of people don't realize is that you can also have access to the aquatics only by getting a membership through the City of Kingsport. The City of Kingsport will be managing the aquatic side of the house, and you can come, and for, some passes are as little as about $19 a month. Gives you access to both indoor and outdoor, and I think they'll find that to be a good value for the amenities and the programming that they'll be able to get from that.
What role will the Friends of the Aquatic Center organization play?
Well, Friends of the Aquatic Center are going to play an extremely important role, and we can't say enough about the Davis family for establishing that. Their goal behind that is to allow those folks who are less fortunate, or children that are less fortunate, to provide them with funding for swimming lessons. Water safety is going to be a big element of what we do each and every day at the Aquatic Center. We have a lot of lakes and rivers in this area, and unfortunately we have way too many drownings each and every year. We've got to get these kids at a young age, teach them the importance of swimming, teach them the dangers of being in the water, especially when they're in a lake or a river, and build that confidence and build that knowledge of swimming so that when they are in a situation on a river or lake, that they know what to do. And so that's going to be a very important thing. We're very appreciative of Leland and Marilyn Davis, who established this fund. If folks are interested in donating to that fund, they can. It's tax deductible. They can simply send their check in to K-Play, which is the same address for the Kingsport Chamber of Commerce, and just put down in the memo section of your check that it's for the Friends of the Aquatic Center, and 100% of those proceeds go to help children learn how to swim.
If people wanted more information on that organization, where would they go?
Right now, the best thing to do is go to the Kingsport website, which is kingsporttn.gov. You can then click on the aquatic link, and then I'll take you and give you some information about that fund. You can also visit our Facebook page, which is Swim Kingsport, and you can find out some additional information as well as just general information about the project.
All right. Well, thank you for talking with me today.
Absolutely. Appreciate it.
Hi, we're here at the annual home show, and this is Jerry Petzel. Hi, Jerry.
How you doing?
Tell us a little bit about your development.
Well, first of all, it's really good to be here at the home show this year, 2013 at Meadowview. Hope everybody can come out and see all the new features that are being offered at homes today and home sites and developments. So, we have the old island development in Kingsport, which is about 7 minutes from John B. Dennis off of Memorial Boulevard in Indian Springs.
How big is this development?
Well, the whole entire development is about 300 acres, and the golf course in the center of it, which is Crockett Ridge Golf Course, it takes about 200 acres, which makes a very nice landscape view from all aspects of the development.
How many homes are on this site?
Well, we started building homes several years ago, and today we have about 40 homes, and they range in price from about $250,000 to $1.5 million. We have people that are coming out that are buying lots today, especially today, with interest rates being what they are, and the bargains that are available in building today. And they're building homes that they've always out, and now it's time to help their dream come true.
Do your clients typically buy a lot and then have the house built, or do you have some houses that are already built people can move into?
Well, actually, we have both. The high-end custom homes, $800,000 to over $1 million, we find that people kind of want to make all their own choices, pick their own floor plan, pick their own builder, and they'll come out and they'll acquire a lot with a beautiful view, and then they'll hire a builder to build the home, design the home for them and build it, and a lot of local financing available through Eastman Credit Union, First Bank and Trust, and interest rates again are rock bottom.
If someone was coming from another area and moving here, would you be able to help connect them to builders and architects and all the people they would need?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we have a company that handles our marketing called True Life Realty and Homes, and they actually handle the whole process. They're located in downtown Kingsport, and they'll work with the homeowner in picking out a plan that meets their budget, working through the selection process of picking their colors, picking their appliances, their light fixtures, and they do all that up front. And then we'll proceed in having that home built for them, and in about 5 or 6 months, they're ready to move in.
Are there still spots left on the golf course?
There are a few, and I'm going to say one just for you, because I think you'd really like living on the golf course out there.
So if people want to get more information, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, they can contact me on my cell phone at 677-2486, and I will personally hook them up with our real estate company that's handling our marketing and make sure they're taken care of.
That's pretty brave to give out your cell phone number. What about a website? Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's called oldislandhomes.com, and they can find all the information about Old Island, pictures of homes, plats, maps, and everything they need. We would really like them to come out because you can't appreciate the beauty of Old Island unless you come out and look at it.
Thank you for talking with me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We're here with Lynn Tully. Hi, Lynn.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Can you tell us a bit about what you do here?
Sure. I'm the Planning and Community Development Director, and we do a little of everything when it comes to building and construction, from basically the pre-building side. So we're looking at anything that needs to be rezoned, annexed. We do development reviews. We do zoning compliance reviews, just a variety of different things as it relates to building.
So this is your big event of the year?
Well, this is one of the big events, yes, sir.
What are other events that you do?
Well, in the fall, we'll have the Tennessee State Planning Association here at Meadowview as well. So we'll have another big conference for planners, and we'll talk about, the different regulations, trying to update things so that we can be more contemporary with what we're requiring, give people more flexibility in construction. So,
can you talk about anything at this year's show that might be more exciting than other years?
I'm not as familiar with all the booths going on at this year's show, but I can talk to you a little bit about the City of Kingsport booth. We have a lot of information there about all the services that the Kingsport provides, and we have additionally some backpacks and other things that talk about the Aquatic Center. We've got some information about...
Are these free things?
Absolutely, always free. At least free to you, right? But yes, we're real excited about the Aquatic Center, and again, we've got a lot of information out there about that, and and what we're doing.
Talking about the Aquatic Center, when do you suspect that it's going to open?
They're still telling us in May, so we hope the weather holds out enough so that they don't have any trouble getting this thing completed.
So it's almost done being built.
Well, it's closer than it was. I wouldn't say almost done yet, but it's closer than it was.
So when it does open, can you tell me what kind of services it will provide?
The Aquatic Center actually will include several different pools, indoor and outdoor pools. It's going to be the only aquatic center in the area that's got a 50-meter pool. So we'll be able to host tournaments for swim teams, for long course tournaments.
Oh, that's neat. I heard there was a slide. Is that true?
I'm sure there's probably...
That's what the kids want to know.
Yes. And a lazy river. So, all kinds of things to attract our kids.
All right. So if people wanted more information, how would they get a hold of you?
If they need to get a hold of me, they can contact me at the planning department at 423-229-9485.
All right. Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
We are back with Jerry. It's been a while, Jerry.
Glad to be back.
So tell us about the cottages.
Yeah, we have a new area of Old Island that we were dedicated to smaller homes called the cottages. We have about a half a dozen different floor plans. This is one of them. They start at about 1,700 square feet, one level, and they start at a price point under $250,000. So it's a home that we've been wanting to build a long time, and it's for smaller families, empty nesters, and it's a high quality Old Island look, but it has all the necessities that you would want in a luxury home.
Are these site specific?
Yes, we'll actually be building these actually on a pre-sale basis. We're starting our first home in a couple of weeks, and then we'll be selling homes from that model. And so if someone wants to buy a home but take 4, 5, 6 months to sell their home, they can contract to have a house built, and then during that time turn their home over to one of Kingsport's realtors and to sell their home while their home is being built.
What if they wanted to move in tomorrow?
Well,
what would they do then, Jerry?
I just happen to have one home available on site, only one. We're sold out of everything else. and but we actually do have a one-level, 2,000 square foot plan that is existing right now today, but it's the last one we have.
So, do you have a website for these cottages that people could look at?
Well, again, it'd be the oldislandhomes.com, and they can go there to see the plans, or better yet, call our realtor, True Life Realty, here in Kingsport, and they can tell you all about it.
All right, we're here with Mike Freeman. Hi, Mike.
Hey.
So, what are you doing here today, Mike?
Well, I've come for the ribbon cutting. I've been building official for 34 years, and I'm getting ready to retire, and I thought I'd at least want to come to one more ribbon cutting.
And so, how did it go?
It went great.
And what was this ribbon cutting for?
To open the show for the home builders.
So, have you seen anything interesting here at the show this year?
They have a great show every year. Matter of fact, I think it's one of the best shows in the area. I know it is. I mean, we started out years ago at Civic Auditorium, but with this Meadowview Conference Center, when it started here, it became very successful. Of course, this is a nice place to be able to have a function like this.
This is a nice place for sure.
You know, for the taxpayers, I was here when we built this thing, wasn't sure what kind of, you know, when you start building something like this and they get it in their ideal, it's really what do we need this for? But it's been a positive. This place has.
So you were involved in the building of this?
Yes, back when I was an inspector.
And how was that?
It's good. I mean, it's just a beautiful location, and it's good. It's a positive for Kingsport that we had back in them days. Somebody had the site history. I mean, the forward to go forward and build something like this. Great place, and it does real good for for these functionings, just like his home builders. And again, I tell you, it's one of the best in the area, maybe one of the best in the state.
All right, I have a very serious question.
Okay.
What are you going to do with yourself after you retire?
I'm going to go call people at City Hall and aggravate out of them like they do me. You know, I'm going to complain about everything.
All right, well, thank you. This is Robert Suey. How you doing, Robert?
Doing fine, thank you.
So tell me about your company.
Well, we're in Blountville. We do hardscaping, which is building retaining walls, outdoor patios, outdoor living areas.
Thus, your booth is made out of?
It's a concrete product.
Concrete, okay.
Yep, everything we have is concrete. We don't manufacture the product. We do the construction and design. I'm a designer and estimator with the company, Jackson Jones Construction. I do 3D modeling on computer software. So
Do you use a 3D printer yet?
No.
That would be neat, wouldn't it?
Good question, yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably, print some of the patios out that I do, but it allows the customer to actually see it as it's built on the computer. So any issues that might come up, which would normally not show up until construction, show up in design. So I can walk them through the program, show them what they have, and they can make adjustments and changes and deal with issues they don't like and make changes, and then we start our construction.
So would you say every job you do is a custom job?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We do commercial work and residential. When we do commercial, typically we get the design from the architect or the engineer or the construction companies, several local big construction.
Now, do you only work with certain people, or could it be anyone out there that's like an architect or?
Yeah, anyone. We work very closely with engineers because a lot of the walls we build have to be structural to meet city code requirements and permitting. We have licensed engineers that we use to help us meet the structural requirements. But yeah, we do our own designs a lot of times for architectural. But we can work with anyone.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it 12 years. Jackson Jones, we're going to celebrate our 15th year this year.
So this is a good year, isn't it?
It's a great year. Yeah,
that's what I've heard from a few people.
Yeah, we've been extremely busy. We have 10 guys right now, 3 full crews running, and we've got work out through April or May.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it is. It's very good.
So how's the show going this year?
Well, so far it's been pretty good. It's just started. We think it's going to be really good. It feels good.
Did you have to set this booth up yourself?
No.
It's awful pretty, but it looks heavy.
It is, yeah. It's we have a crew. They actually did this in about 6 hours, put it together. Wow. Yeah, they do. It's the same crew builds it for us. You know, I did the design, and then they came in and installed it on Tuesday. They were done by Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
So if someone was interested in your work, how would they get a hold of you?
Well, they can call our office or call me directly, but our office is in Bluffville. Here, this card. But the office number, and can you zoom in on that? Should I give the number?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, it's 323-7346, Bluffville number.
And your website?
Is jacksonjonesconstruction.com.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're here with Jamie Jackson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right. So tell me a little bit about your company.
Well, I'm Jamie with DBL Homes, and we are custom builders in the Tri-Cities area. We are different because we really specialize in listening. We have an on-staff designer, we're a one-stop shop, and all of our customers say that what makes us different, we really listen, and we want to hear your ideas, and we want to incorporate those. We don't have our own agendas, we just want to make beautiful homes that people can live in.
So when you say custom, you mean custom?
Absolutely custom. If you want something that has never been done before, we will do it. My husband, Nathan Jackson, is a licensed contractor in Tennessee, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina. So we're all around this area.
You're all over the place.
Yeah, we like to, diversify and spread out and do it wherever it's needed. Mostly we work here in Tennessee and Virginia, but we really do a lot of custom work. We also incorporate the outside. We do hardscapes and landscaping, and so we really are the one-stop shop.
So what do you think of the show this year?
I absolutely love it. I was hoping that the weather would be a little bit warmer, but now that it's chilly, I think we're getting a lot more people.
It's more than a little chilly. It's freezing.
No, but it's like people want something to do on a cold day, so it's already...
At least it's indoors, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's nice and warm here, so I think it's going to be great. The displays are really neat this year. Some people have changed it up. If you've been before, there's not the same displays. I've noticed some people really changing up this year, so it's good.
So how would you say this year's going for you, business-wise?
Business-wise, we're booming. We're really excited. The real estate slump is over. I mean, we are finding that people are ready to build again. They are ready to get out there and have their ideas on paper and get their houses built. So we've actually doubled our business. I mean, we're really...
So from last year to this year, you see a huge difference.
Oh, huge difference. We were doing a lot of remodeling in the past few years. People were not buying or building, they were remodeling their homes, but now we're seeing this trend of moving toward custom building again, and we're really excited about that. So we have pretty much shifted completely to custom building.
So people talk about confidence level, so it must be up, would you say?
For us, it is. I think because we have a good market. We are different because we really listen. We stay on budget. I don't think any of our projects have gone over budget where the customer had not chosen for it to. So it's been a real safety thing. We are getting a lot of word of mouth business.
How many houses are you working on right now?
We just finished some, so right now currently we have 2 that are under construction, and then we've got some more getting ready to start.
Well, thank you for talking with me.
Thank you.
We're here with Danny Karst. How are you doing today?
Fine. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. Can you tell me about your company?
Well, we have the Edinburgh Group, which has a location out in Rock Springs. We're the new John Adams Elementary School. I say new, it's been there 3 years now. That's a part of our community. And we also are fortunate, just recently we picked up Polo Fields. That is off of, it's on Rock Springs Road also, and just down from Sullivan South High School. And I think today we signed another deal with another development that we're going to start taking some of their lots down too. That's already been developed, a very good development.
You're a busy guy.
Well, our people, we have a lot of good people too. So we're very honored to have a lot of good people on our team too. So
what do you think of the show this year?
Well, this year it looks really great, and it's always been great. I mean, I think this is probably one of the premier shows in the Southeast. It's a lot of people I don't think really realize. It's kind of a missed nugget, how great it is. And so I think it's great for people to get to come out and see what all the things that we have to offer here in the Tri-Cities.
Is what makes it great the people, would you say?
Well, I think that's, in any case, it has to be the people. I mean, the people are what, really the backbone behind it. And, Kingsport, the rest of the region is just rich with great people, I think.
So what do you have to look forward to in the rest of this year? Any new things that you want to tell us about?
Well, I mean, at least for now, we have 14 homes. That's already pre-sold. They're not
All
specs.
pre-sold. That's a good sign, right?
That is a great sign, and we didn't expect that for January and February. That's typically slow-moving months. The weather was really bad. We've had a lot of rain, and
So this is quite different than last year or the year before, maybe?
well, at least for us, it's been a very good year. I think last year we built over in excess of 30-some homes, and there was a year of 2010 where we just built one home.
One home. All year.
All year, and had over three. In Edinboro, we had 330 lots. So that was pretty dismal, very dismal.
So this is a good year.
It's starting off to be a good year. Last year was a very good year, but we're looking with much hope. We're looking forward to a really good.
So this will be the best year in a few.
Well, if it continues and everybody and we all are very dutiful and keep doing our jobs, I think it could be the very best year we've experienced since we've been in it, and that's only been since 2005.
So the best year ever. Yeah. That's great. All right, how do people find you on the internet?
Well, we're at myedinburghcommunity.com, and True Life Homes is the building division. TrueLifeHomes.com is the building division, because we have two separate divisions. And we have True Life Realty, who is also the sales arm of the organization.
So if people wanted to buy a home, the realtor would be the person to go to?
Yes, they're the people you primarily start with. But we're good with any realty company bringing them to us. All the realty companies play a part in what we do. We're just because we're fashioning our sales department because we do pre-sales, and pre-sales is a little bit more like custom. And so we had to fashion a more defined set of parameters in order to make that work better for the customer.
So when someone buys a pre-sale home, does that mean they get to choose the colors and the textures and all that fun stuff?
They do that. They try to come in with a budget, and then we try to let them go through a selection process. And
so it's kind of like custom.
Oh, it is close to custom as you can get, except for that. For now, we're carrying the construction loan. They don't have to do that. They put a deposit down that is some percentage of the gross sales, and then they get to pick what they want. And generally, once they complete the completion process, we're looking at about 120 days from the time we start. We put them in their home.
That's really fast. Wow.
That's whether they're larger or maybe different topography. Sometimes it may be a little bit beneath that, or maybe a little bit beyond that. But 120 days is about where we're getting to.
Well, thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you.
We've had a good time at the annual home show here at the Meadowview Convention Center. If you get a chance, come on and check it out. You can always watch this on mytown16.com.